let's talk about some of these Ebola protocols with Sandra DiVarco. She's a health lawyer and a registered nurse. Sandra, thank you for being with us. Let's put your medical hat on first. How confident are you in the abilities of other nurses and hospitals and their preparedness for Ebola?
Well, it's hard to say. I've been out of direct clinical care for some time, but as long as clinicians are trained and have the resources available for them, I think particularly with the cautionary tale they've all had coming out of Dallas, they're going to be particularly attuned to doing the best they can to remain safe.
Okay, well, let's talk about what one nurse had to say at the Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital in Dallas, because she slammed conditions there. Listen to what one of them told CNN's Anderson Cooper about her equipment specifically.
No one ever spoke to me about Ebola. Why would my neck be exposed? Why do I have on 2 pairs of gloves, tape, a plastic suit covering my whole body, 2 hoods, a total of 3 pairs of booties, including the one on my Tyvek suit, an apron, and my entire body is covered in at least 2 to 3 layers of plastic, and my neck is hanging out. And I just told them, why would an area so close to my mouth and my nose, why would that be exposed? And they didn't have an answer.
Okay, so for their part, the hospitals, they've been trying to shift some responsibility to the CDC. What is the CDC's responsibility or irresponsibility here?
Well, it's difficult to say. This is somewhat of an exceptional circumstance. While clearly the CDC and healthcare facilities are used to dealing with infectious disease, Ebola is one that we have not had to deal with in this country, and there is going to be a learning curve. The key for hospitals is to ensure, as it sounds like others are doing with great dedication and resolve, is to follow the guidance and to take whatever steps they believe to be necessary in accordance with that guidance. There's also nothing to say that there's no ability to go above and beyond that guidance. So if there's a facility or a process that a hospital thinks could go above and beyond the government guidelines, they could choose to do that. I also understand that the CDC guidance, as we learn more about the disease and how it's presenting here in this country, is likely going to shift. And the key is making sure that policies, procedures, and education that staff get keep pace with that.
Sure. Sandra, I want you to put your legal hat on now, if you would, please. Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital issued an apology, a major one, in 2 big newspapers in Texas this morning, saying, I know that as an institution, we made mistakes in handling this very difficult situation, this challenge, I should say. By admitting their mistakes, are they making themselves even more vulnerable to a lawsuit, negligence of some sort?
It's difficult to say. That's a classic lawyer answer, I know, but at the end of the day, they've identified issues. They're well publicized. We were talking about them now. We're not the only ones, and they're doing what they can to resolve it. The actual act of apology might or might not influence the outcome of a civil suit, for example, if the patient's family chooses to pursue action against the hospital. They would still need to be able to prove that those things that were done by the hospital that might be alleged to cause the problem actually led to his demise for what is a disease with a high mortality rate. All
righty. Sandra DiVarco, so appreciate your insight. Thanks for being with us. We'll be right back.
Happy to be here.